Hey everyone, Tara here from Archie English, and today in today's video I'm going to explain how you can improve your vocabulary by reading, but not in the way that you think. I'm going to give you an example of one tool you can use that is really easy to fit into your everyday life. When I start saying that the key to building your vocabulary is to read more, I can just see people's eyes glaze over. Very often, I can see they're thinking, is she crazy? Between working long hours, learning English, and trying to think of all the things that I need to do for my job tomorrow, and trying to sleep. Where do I find the time to read? Now, when I say you need to read more, I'm not just saying you should be reading novels. Reading can also be reading short articles, blog articles, websites, or the transcripts to podcast episodes. And you can do this on your phone, 10 minutes a day. Reading novels and non-fiction books is also good, but if you're short on time, and isn't everyone, I have some tips for you. But firstly, why should you read? Well, eloquent speakers read more often, because seeing the text of new words and concepts visually helps to reinforce our memory of them. And we're more likely to use them in speech after reading or listening to certain words and vocabulary. So when you see expressions used enough, you start to recognize patterns and expressions and when certain words are used over others. So you get to understand how appropriate it is to use certain vocabulary and expressions in different contexts. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use the application Readlang to read short articles and how you can use articles and documents from your everyday working life in Readlang. I'll talk about another tool, Reverso Context, in another video. And I'm going to show you how you can use Readlang on your desktop or on your phone and make it part of your daily reading routine, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day. So let's jump onto my computer to see what it's all about and how you can add it to your computer. Here we are on readlang.com. And when you first come to the web page, you'll see two buttons down here, Install Web Reader and Start Learning. So today I'm going to show you two ways you can do it. I'm going to show you how you can use the library and also how you can install the web reader. So let's click on this button first, Start Learning. And it will ask you what language you are learning. So we are learning English. And just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to say my first language is French. Now you can sign in with a Google account, or you can create a new account with any email. So I already have an account and I'm going to sign into that account. So you can see I have my account up here. Now first I'm going to show you the library. When you go into the library, you'll notice that there are a number of texts already uploaded into Readlang by other users who have made the text public. Now you can search for different texts in here depending on the level that you want. So if you, for example, are a B2, you can slide this difficulty level to B2 and you can make it maybe a bit harder. So you want to make it between B2 and C2 and you want to find articles. But what if, for example, for the purpose of finding articles that you need to read that are more specific to your job, you want to add your own articles? You can do this by uploading your own text. Firstly, I'm going to show you how you can upload a PDF. So say, for example, you have a document at work that you need to use. So I have this document called the Landscape Plan Guidelines. And I'm just going to copy this text here because I want to add it into Readlang so I can get some instant clickable translations. So I'm going to copy that text and I'm going to click here, Upload Text. I'm going to paste the text and then I'm going to just put my name as the author, and then I will not select public, so I'm just going to make it personal for me. It's non-fiction. Okay, and we upload the plain text. What you can see here is that it has uploaded the article into your library, and it also gives it an indication of the level. So this is about a C1 level. When you click on it, it will open up to the text, and you'll see that you'll be able to put your mouse over different words and it will highlight the different words. And as you're reading, you can click on the words to get the translation. So as you're reading, you can click on lots of different words to see what they mean. And then once you finish, you can leave them open, doesn't matter. Once you finish, you can go up here, back to your library. So we go back to the library. And this is where the advantage of Readlang is that it generates a word list for you based on the words that you click on. And this is why I feel like Readlang is a much better application to use to improve your reading than Google Translate, for example, because it keeps a running record of the vocabulary that you need to practice. So if we click on word list, you'll see that the words that I just clicked on are now in this word list. You can listen to the pronunciation.
Contrasting. Legible.
And you can also see the translation in your native language. You'll also see the context, so you'll see the sentence that the word was in when you clicked on it. The other great thing about the word list is that you can then practice the word list. So very often when I'm learning French, I build my vocabulary list based on what I'm clicking. And then I spend maybe 5 to 10 minutes just going through different flashcards. So when you review the words, you click on here and it gives you the translation and it asks you, did you remember it? You say yes. You can also listen to the pronunciation. So it gives you that opportunity to practice all the words that are in your word list using the flashcards. You can do the same thing in your library. So say, for example, you want to add the text from a website. You can add the text from a website. So here I'm on Breathe Architecture's websites and architecture practice in Australia. I'm going to copy that text and I'm going to put it into my library. Okay, so again, I'm going to say that the author is Breathe Architecture, and I'm not going to make it public just because I'm not sure about the copyright, so I'm going to make it personal for myself. Upload the plain text and you'll have the same situation where the article is uploaded into your library. And you can see here that the level is slightly higher than the one that we just added. Now this is one way to use Readlang, where you copy and paste text from documents, from websites, from all different types of texts, maybe even emails, for example. But an even better way of using the web reader is to install the web reader with Chrome. Now if you don't have Chrome, there's another way you can use it. You can use it with Firefox and Safari. I'll put links to how you can use it with those web readers or with those web browsers in this video. But I'm going to show you how to add the Chrome web reader. So when you click here, install web reader, you'll see the Chrome web store. And because I already have it up here, you'll see the button here says add to Chrome, but I already have it, so here it is. Then what you can do is with this web reader, we're going to go back into that Breathe Architecture website that I was looking at in that project. When you click and you have this application web reader, you'll see a little rectangle comes up. Now you can change the language into your native language, going from English to French. So when this is open, this is when Readlang will work within the website. So what I want to do is click on certain words and translate them as I'm going. This is a really effective tool, especially if you have it on your computer and you're reading a number of different web-related texts. So that's where magazines, online magazines, websites with projects on them will really help you to be able to translate certain things, and it will help you get an understanding of how the words are used in different contexts. The other way you can do it, say for example you want to have this as a text in your library, you can go up here to menu and say import to Readlang, and it will import it automatically into Readlang. So you can click on open in Readlang, and here is your text. We go back out here again and we can see Breathe Architecture Nightingale. That's the one that I just did, and the other one where I copied and pasted. So that's two ways that you can use Readlang to help with your reading. I cannot recommend it any more highly. I use this very often for my own French learning, and it has really helped me with building my vocabulary, and it makes the process of learning so much easier because I'm not copying and pasting into Google Translate all the time. So have a go at Readlang. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.